Hi guys, how you doing? 6 days to go. Here I am, Team Canada shirt, getting a little bit pumped up as I take my seat. Oh, but this is a Team Canada shirt from the day, and it's a very special shirt. I love this shirt, and yeah, I like it. I wear it with pride. Now we've got 6 days to go, and we're counting down. Coming up after this show is a Honduras Canada special pre-game show. There's going to be a lot of stuff in there that I don't normally touch, but there'll be some good stats, and you'll be able to look at some nice stuff as well. So get ready because it's coming. And like I say, this show, check the topics. I'll be back right after this. Welcome in, everybody.
Celebrating the world's most popular sport. This is Ultimate Soccer. And now your host, here's Soccer Steve.
Welcome back in, guys. Good to see you again, and thanks for subscribing, thanks for listening, thanks for pushing. So, 9/11, game day 9/11 sounds ferociously bad, but it's really game day 9 through 11, okay, in case someone thinks there's an emergency, but 9 through 11. Now, 3 days in this phase of qualifying, 27th, 30th and Feb 2nd. You know that. Don't need to make you suck eggs. But welcome, guys. Thank you. It's great to have you back. So, first line of games, Honduras, Canada. I'm really still saying if we can get a 1-0 win in Honduras, I am going to take that like right now. Right now. I'm seriously, I want that right now. 1-0, I'll take it. It's the points that make prizes, not just the goals. We'll get on about the goals later. There's a real good topic. You must have read it, but it's coming later. But I'll take a 1-0 win right now. The pre-game for Honduras is coming after this. You heard that before. But really, guys, Game 1 in qualifying, we haven't had any warm-up game like we wanted. Okay, so I've heard you guys, I've heard you. That's a bit of a blow. Yes, it's a blow, but like I said, you just got a safe scrimmage and keep the fitness going. And John will get the boys on the same page again. And the videos and the teaching and the instructions on whose responsibility it is, where, when, why, and what player to follow and who to drop and where to be when we got the ball, all that will come down again as normal. So don't worry. I think we've got it covered. But 1-0, I'll take it now. I can see a 2-1. And for some reason, Honduras is really not great at the far reach of games. I'll tell you why in the next show. But I'll take a 1-0 win right now. I've got a 2-1 on the board for Canada on that one. And I think that's a safe way to go. The worst thing that could happen is a defeat. Is Honduras going to be our banana skin in qualifying? You know, one game really does make you slip up. Look, the Yanks have lost a game. Mexico's lost 2. So eventually we might lose one. You've got to get ready for that. But is Honduras the banana skin? More about that in the next show. But I would say this much. Give me the 1-0. Give me the 1-0. Please give me the 1-0. Just give me them 3 points. Let us stay top so we can take on America in the next game. That is what I'm asking for. Nothing more. Nothing less. Just give me a 1-0. Yeah? I'm sure you agree. It won't be easy. And commitment and all the tactics that we've had before will play. But you've got to start enjoying the games. When you're the big dog, you've got to come into the game relaxed. Don't come in stiff. Don't come in nervous. And just because it's on the road, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The gulf of talent between Canada and the rest has got bigger. We're better now. So we've come from being down here, passing people's standards and going above them. So the gulf of talent, what we have, is enough in the squad to keep us true and blue. Don't worry about it. But it'll be a tester in Honduras. Now, I'm saying 1-0. USA is the next game. USA taking on El Salvador. You've got to say 2-0 America. At least 2-0 America. It shouldn't be any less. If it's any less, I'll say Honduras played a great game. But on that one, yeah, straightforward. USA 2-0 over El Salvador. Next one up, I'm going to say Costa Rica, Panama. A lot of you guys have got this one. Hammer on the head, buddies. You know what you're talking about, fellas. You're saying this is the game that can catapult us to the next level. You're absolutely bloody right. There's no doubt about it. This game is crucial for Canada. We want to see a Costa Rica win at all costs. Even if it's a 1-0, 90th minute, with a terrible decision, penalty kick, 1-0, Costa Rica. I'd love to see it. I'm seeing 1-1. For some reason, I'm seeing 1-1. And don't be kidding yourselves. Panama's good enough to take this game. But Costa Rica at home are a tough nut to crack. Check out the form. Costa Rica at home. They're a tough nut to crack. So, with that said, Costa Rica is a dog in that fight with a bite. And I'm thinking that they could actually do something. I'm thinking it could be the 1-0 to Costa Rica or the 1-1. But don't rule out Panama getting something out of this one. And the last of all, Jamaica taking on Mexico with VAR in Jamaica, Kingston Town. Woof! Jamaica's really happy about that. I'm telling you now, they wanted VAR in the last game against the USA. And it would have been 2-1, 2-1 to Jamaica instead of 1-1. So, you know the history. I told you in a few shows back. VAR in Kingston Town. It's going to happen. January 27th. So there's the first four. Now, the second four on January 30th, we start off in Canada. We're taking on America. Hamilton, get ready. You're going to have a big day. A massive day. And knock them out the park. Oh, be loud, be proud. You're representing Hamilton. You don't get many chances to represent this. Take your opportunity. Seize your opportunity. Be loud, proud. Be mental. And let the Americans know where they are. I don't hate America. No, I love America. I love all the footballing nations. I'm telling you, I love all the football nations. But America is a big number. So we've got to be respectful. But the crowd can make a big difference. Welcome our boys back. And hey, you know what? Could be interesting. Now, on the numbers, I'm seeing a 1-1 draw. Got to be optimistic, but got to be realistic. Yeah? And I'm more realistic about this one. And I'm definitely optimistic about it too. If everything goes right, we could get a 2-1 or a 1-0 win. It's not going to be a goal of goals. It's going to be a goal of 1 or 2. And those goals ain't going to fill up, is what I'm saying. But it's got 1-1 written all over this for some reason. But sooner or later, Canada's got to take out the USA. And when you look back at that game in Tennessee, what we covered earlier in qualifying, you'd like to think that really could boast a win in Hamilton. We're going to have to wait and see. If it is, it's 1-0, 2-1. And, but like I say, I think it's got 1-1 written all over it. I really do. Next game up, Honduras taking on El Salvador. Maybe Honduras get a win. Wouldn't that be lovely for the Blues? Hey, 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 hey. Wouldn't it be lovely for Honduras to get a win? I'd love them to get a win. Come on. Let's have a win for Honduras. I'm seeing 1-0 for Honduras. I really am. I really am. I'm thinking this is the game that they really can, throw the monkey off the back and get a win. So, 1-0 Honduras. Next game up, Mexico taking on Costa Rica. Mexico 2-1 or 2-0 is what I see. Simple as that. Nothing bad about Costa Rica, but you don't get it done on the road. And Mexico at home, hey, we got a draw there. We didn't win, we got a draw. That'll tell you the stature of the results that we got in Mexico. Right, so I'm seeing a Mexican win. Next game up, very crucial for Canada, is Panama taking on Jamaica in Panama. I'm seeing a 1-0 win for Panama is what I'm seeing. Possibly 1-1. Now, Jamaica is going to be fighting for their lives. Game number 10, which is what this is, will be fighting for their lives, believe you me. So, Jamaica's on a lifeline. They're on oxygen big time. And if Panama just bang them for 1 goal, I think that might be enough. And then Panama would be really claiming 4th spot. And Jamaica would really be going nowhere. No matter how many players you're bringing up Jamaica, it's too late in the day. These 3 games, you need 7 points for the next 3 games to keep yourselves alive. I don't see it. But prove me wrong. I'd love to be proved wrong because I love Jamaica. Really do. I love the Reggae Boys. They're magnificent. They're always proud. They're always loud. But this is not their time. I'm sorry, it's not. Now, moving over. The final game, February 2nd. Starts off El Salvador taking Canada in El Salvador. San Salvador, El Salvador. Taking on Canada. Sounds so good, doesn't it? Eh? It's in San Salvador, El Salvador. Just rolls off the tongue beautifully. 1-0 Canada. It's going to be a battle, by which time game 11 you got to say El Salvador will be well out of contention, will not have a chance. And this will be more like, can we be a spoiler on Canada? So they're going to kick, spit, and do what they can. But at the end of the day, I see 1-0 on the road for Canada in El Salvador. That game should absolutely give us 2 wins and a draw over 3 for Canada. And it should signify that Canada has either qualified or is about to qualify in the next 3 games that will follow. But on the day, El Salvador, Canada, 1-0 is what I see for Canada. Next game up, USA taking Honduras. Love you, Honduras, but it's been terrible qualifying. It's been so sad. I mean, I love Honduras and they're qualifying. They give you everything. They fight. But this has been tragic for Honduras. It's going to get even worse. 2-0 America. That's all I see. It's all it's going to be. I mean, come on. It's the USA. Yeah, big number in the world. It's got to be 2-0. Next up, Mexico taking on Panama. This is another one for us, guys. Woo! Come on, Mexico. El Tri. Well, I see 3 for Mexico and maybe 1 for Panama. So on the night, it's 3-1 or 2-0. But I see Mexico winning. And with that, it could signify that Panama is not going to be chasing first, second or third, but will be fighting for 4th. As 3 teams and 4 teams and 8 teams start to set a pattern that ain't going to be turned around. Points make prizes, and on the day, Mexico gets 3 points on Panama, so they'll have a lovely chance at qualifying, and that is a beautiful prize. The last game, though, is Jamaica taking on Costa Rica. Now, let's just play devil's advocate. Let's just say Jamaica did beat Mexico. Oof, if they do, that puts them from 7 to 10. And let's say they get a result in Panama, which is really a head-to-head, kick you in the nuts, fight to death, spit, chip, and do anything I can to win on the field. That's going to be a dirty, physical match. Panama, Jamaica, it's a good job it's in Panama. It gives Panama just a little edge. But let's just say Jamaica do get a result there. That would give them 4. If they got a win, they give them 6. If Jamaica can do it. If those guys that they brought in are going to make a difference. This is playing devil's advocate, remember, for Jamaica. So they beat Mexico. Then they beat Panama. Or they're going to win in a draw out of 2. So 4 or 6 points. Going into the 3rd game, Jamaica at home against Costa Rica. That's a winnable game for Jamaica. Let's say they win it. Let's just say they do. All of a sudden, Jamaica would have amassed possibly 7 points. 7 and 7 gives them 14. Panama has a rotten ride in the next 3. That puts Jamaica, Panama. Costa Rica grab a result somewhere. Costa Rica, all of them are fighting for 4th spot. And the top 3 are pushing away. More about that later. But 9-11, game day 9 through 11. That's what I'm thinking. Next up, you're going to love it. Eat yourselves alive. Every time these teams play each other, where we don't figure, and what I say is every time, any of the teams really right now in the top 6, forget in El Salvador and Honduras because they're just too far behind right now. If they had 3 brilliant games like we just did with 3 wins, well, anything's possible. But you got to then back that with 3 more, and that's where I say they won't do it. So, El Salvador and Honduras, eat yourselves alive. Doesn't matter. Those guys are spoilers. If they can get points against anybody, that just does us favours. As long as we can beat them guys, we're fine. But they get points against other people, that does us favours. And that's what you want to see happen. So, eat yourselves alive, you 6. And I'll tell you what, I want to see draws galore. Draws galore. Or losses for the guys that are like 2nd, 3rd and 4th right now. But draws galore. Eat yourselves alive. Every time guys draw, 1 point disappears. Out of the equation. A win's 3 points. You know that. A loss is nada. A draw is 1. But 1 point disappears every draw. We need to see the other guys eat themselves alive and draw. So that if we do drop a game, we've got a little bit of a breathing space or a buffer for a rainy day. Because remember, a banana skin, a real banana skin, you don't see coming. but you've got to expect it. You've really got to expect it. Next up, the 3-horse race. So, taking it this way, let's say the next 3 games is really bad for Panama. Please, if there is a God, I'm not being rude, but I mean, come on, it's going to help us, right? I mean, it's all about this. It's all about this. So, if Panama has a rocky road, like I think they might well do, then it will turn into a 3-horse race, right to the end of qualifying between the 3 big guns, Canada, USA, and Mexico. And in that order is how they should absolutely stand. FIFA's got rankings. The USA and Mexico's ahead of Canada right now. But in years to come, that's going to get a lot closer. I will tell you this, I expect one day to see Canada higher than Mexico or the USA. You might think that's outrageous. I don't think it is. I don't think it is at all. But it's going to turn into a 3-horse race, okay? And it's been coming for a while. You've seen it. I've seen it. But now you're getting evidence in the group standings, in the games, and how it's shaking down. And we are a big team. And we're in the top 3 for a reason. And get used to it. We ain't going anywhere else. We're top 3. That's where we're meant to be right now. That is the standard of our team, our coaching, our enterprise, our fans. As a nation, we're top 40. Get used to getting better because we're going to get better. But right now, as I say, it's a 3-horse race. Next up is a really interesting story. You're going to love this one. Road goals are the story. Road goals, they really are the story, you know. I mean, if you look at the last few games that Canada's played, ask yourself how many games we've played on the road in qualifying so far. 3. Ask yourself how many goals we've scored so far in those 3 games. 2. Doesn't sound impressive, does it? 2 goals in 3 games. Oof. Doesn't sound impressive. But let me tell you how impressive that really is. You see, we didn't score in Jamaica, but neither did they. And we got a point. You're going to say Jamaica is really one of our competitive nations that could do us damage, and you'd be absolutely bloody right. Jamaica right now is lower than they should be, but they got bite in that tail. So, anyway, the game in Kingston, it was a 0-0. I was quite happy with that. The field was crap, no VAR, physical battle like I told you it would be, and it was, and we came away a point. So we stayed level with them. Ding ding. Nobody moves up or down. The elevator is out of action. It's beautiful. The point was great. Now, USA on the road. We got a goal down. Carl Larin. Boom! 1-1. Thank you, man. We're leaving your town and we took a point. A point disappears. Remember, every game you tie, a point disappears. But we levelled against the States. Then we went to Mexico, Azteca. And we got a point. Yeah. I remember Osorio. Oh, what a lovely game he had. 10-4. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It finished 1-1. And we were in that game. So there's 3 big nations and we drew every game. So from 9 points, we only took 3. And to me, that doesn't fit. But it's on the road against the big nations. When we start playing against the lower nations in the group, I expect to see more points hit the board. We're hitting Honduras. We're hitting El Salvador in the next 3. And then we're at home against the Americans in Hamilton. So, the road goals is the story because all we need is 2 goals and 2 clean sheets and we can get 6 points. That's what we need to do. We need a 1-0 win in Honduras. I'll take a 1-0 win in El Salvador and a tie against the USA. I'll say this much. If we get the 2 wins on the road, I'm looking for the draw against the USA, like I say. But if we could get a win against the USA, we really have potential to get 9 points in this window. We probably won't, but it is a potential that we could. And I think it's open-minded to think that we have a chance of that because we really do. So at the end of the day, we need a 1-0 in Honduras to start it off. We need a draw against the Americans or a possible win to keep it going. And then a win in El Salvador. If we do that, we will have qualified for the World Cup with 3 games still to play. And it's that I'd like to have happen. I realistically think that there's 7 points, but boy, I'd like to get 9 and have it done with. Coming up next, Hamilton. Know the pitch. The pitch in Hamilton, let me tell you. I'll cut to the chase. Watch this video.
So on this first passage of play, just look how naturally the ball flows on the field. It bounces nice, it rolls nice, guy comes across, can get a shot off, and it rolls nicely past the goal. This one here, going for the long ball now. Tussle in the middle, gets brought down, but it's bouncing naturally, good save from the keeper, and again it bounces naturally past the post. Know the pitch, Hamilton. Cross comes in, natural header, bang, in the goal. Beautiful. Keeper, bring that one out. And a long play now, down the wing, brings it under control, crosses, heads on goal, just past the post. Coming into Hamilton, against the USA, we shouldn't have a problem. The field is good, guys, the field is good.
Okay, you heard me banging my gums, how the ball's rolling, it's passing nice, it's not bobbling, it's bouncing smooth. You can trap it, cross it, it's working just like a lovely field. It is a good field in Hamilton. I tell you, it's a very good field. I've seen games there, I've watched games on the TV too. The ball rolls really naturally on that field. It's a very good field. So take it from me. No disrespect to the Edmonton field that caught so much abuse from people. And if you think it needed abuse, fine. If you didn't think it needed abuse, fine. I'm not getting into that. But I'm just saying this. The field in Hamilton is a really good field. It could be cold. I wouldn't be hosing the field down, right? So they've got to keep the field dry. It might get a bit of snow. But that part of the world, you've got a big lake next to you. So it could get a little bit of moisture in the air. So could get a bit slippy come game time, is all I'm saying. But the right footwear, you'll be okay. Don't wear blades. If you're wearing soccer boots and you're thinking about blades, forget about it. You'll be on your ass. The best kind of footwear is a multi-stud, which is hundreds of little studs under the boot. It's like an Astro stud. That's what you need. But the field, no problem. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It won't favour either team, but the crowd will. I'm interested to see. Did we really sell out that crowd to Canadian fans? Or did them Americans get more of the tickets? I don't know. But I would like to think the Maple Leaf is going to be there. Yeah. Anyway, next up, final group standings. What I'm thinking. Okay. Final group standings. Now, what I see and what I predict on these two groups as they filter back and forth from now, after 8 rounds, to 11 rounds, you're going to see the group blimp, 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 flip, 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 just to do nice things to your head. Anyway, take a look at that. I see the top 3 staying as it is. I really do. It might interchange in games over the course of game 9, 10 and 11, where 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 goes to 1. It could change. But I don't see anybody in the bottom 4 getting in that top 3. And I think Panama's the team to hold on to 4th. If not, it could be Mexico. It all depends who has a rotten phase in qualifying in the next 3 games. It's come down to these 3 games to set up the final run in. And it's fortuitous to Canada, let me tell you. But I gotta tell you, the final standings, Jamaica is a dark horse in this. If they can ignite and get some form in these next 3, they could be the one that makes one place higher in these standings to go to 5th. But if they don't catch fire and catch some form and score some goals, then they're going nowhere. Costa Rica is another team that might go up 1 or 2 places. 1 being what I think, 2 being absolutely outrageous, but it's like it's crazy where the way football goes. But Costa Rica could make a challenge for 4th. But apart from that, I see Honduras and El Salvador staying the way they are. Jamaica hasn't made it all the way through. Costa Rica's been kicking fifth, trying for fourth. Panama's had fourth all the way pretty much. And the bottom line is the top three has been pretty much the top three. And with 2 points above fourth for Canada, that might well be very important right now because, like I say, in this Group 5's failing, I'm looking at Panama not having the greatest of form moving forward. They're not going to drop off completely, but there will be a little spread open, enough to give you 4 or 5 points, Canada, by the time you go to Panama, Game 8, where even if you did lose that game, because there's a loss coming for Canada eventually, but even if you did lose that game in Panama, it won't mean diddly squat because you will have already qualified before that game. So, there you go. Play the groups as you will. And like I say, that's what I'm seeing coming through. Next up is the pre-game Honduras and Canada. January 27th, San Pedro Sula. And I'll tell you what, you're going to love that one. Hope you love this one. Keep subscribing. Keep passing it around. And I mean, really, guys, really, pass it around now. Let's have it. Let's pass it around. Come on. I need your help. Let's really go overboard now. Let's get this going. Because if I can go daily, you're going to have loved this. So, thank you very much, everybody. Have a great countdown because it's 6 days to go. And tomorrow, it'll be 5 days. And I tell you, I'm absolutely containing myself because, oh, mates, we're going to have 3 games here pretty quick. And we've had nothing for 72 days when Honduras and Canada kicks off January 27th. 72 days, nothing. It's hard to fill the gaps. I'll tell you this much. My favourite soccer club team all time, all my life, I don't enjoy watching that big, massive soccer club as much as I love watching those guys on the TV. And I'm not talking the commentators. I'm talking the likes of our players. By the way, Alfonso, we'll be fine without Alfonso, fellas and ladies. We've played without Alfonso before, and we got results and points on the doors. So don't worry about it. We'll be just fine. Anyway, next up, Honduras, Panama pre-game. Tune in, guys. You're going to love it. And again, thanks very much. Thank you so much.
Hey, this is Alexi Lawless, and I am listening to Soccer Steve, which is where I get all of my soccer information.